Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I decided I'm going to do a NFL mock draft. I'm using a NFL mock draft simulator in my computer, recording this on my phone, so we're going to get right into it. I think it's my first mock draft. I haven't done one, so I decided why not do one, because it's the updated draft order. So let's start off here. Tennessee Titans officially got the #1 pick. I kind of had a tough time because there was a beat writer said they like Cam Ward, but I think Travis Hunter is the best player available here, and they do need a cornerback and a receiver if he wants to play both. They really need a #1 receiver and a lockdown cornerback. I know they want to draft a quarterback here. That's a really big need for them unless they want to trade down. But I'm going to have them taking Travis Hunter here at #1. And the Cleveland Browns, I'm actually going to have trading down here. I'm going to have the Cleveland Browns trading down with the Las Vegas, with the Raiders. Number 2 to 6, and some second round picks involved. Okay, had to get the trade there, but I think the Raiders will trade up and select Shedeur Sanders with the number 6, with the trade up to #2 overall pick, draft Shedeur Sanders. I think the Browns will trade down to 6. I think the Raiders want their guy here, and I think they will move up to get him. Number 3, the New York Giants. I know they really need a quarterback, but they could also maybe use a receiver, a big time playmaker. They could take Tatori McMillan. They also could take Abdul Carter or Mason Graham here. Could be some picks because they could use another defensive tackle up there, beef up that defensive front. Because Cam Ward, I don't know if he'll fall to number 6 to where the Browns are, but he could. I'm gonna have the Giants taking Mason Graham. To some people that may be a bad pick, but I think it could be a good pick to beef up that defense even more. Even though they do need a quarterback, though, or they could take a chance on one in the later rounds. Number 4, the New England Patriots here. Some of their needs are like an edge rusher, a wide receiver. I think they're going to take Tatori McMillan. They really need a big time playmaking receiver, and it's the best one on the board in the top. They could go top 5. The only one I could see going top 5. So the Jacksonville Jaguars up next. They need a corner, and they need a cornerback or a wide receiver. That could be a big need. I'm gonna go with Will Johnson here at number 5 for Jaguars to help their defense. I'm gonna have the Cleveland Browns take. I'm gonna have Cam Ward falling to number 6 to the Cleveland Browns here. Browns really need a quarterback. Man, their quarterback room is one of the worst in the NFL right now. Like, they really need a quarterback. Number 7, the New York Jets. This is kind of interesting here. I feel like they do need an offensive tackle. Tight end's a big kind of a need as well. Receiver. You know what? I'll have them taking Luther Burden here at number 7. That might be a reach to some people, but they do need another receiver, man. Like, all they have is Devontae Adams for the most part. Number 8, the Carolina Panthers. They need some really big help defensively. And I'm gonna have them taking Michael Williams out of Georgia. Probably one of the best edge rushers in this class. The Saints, they definitely need help. They could use edge rush, and I'll have them taking Abdul Carter. I don't think he'll fall to number 9, but I think might be how it works out. But I could see the Giants taking him since Kayvon Thibodeau's kind of been a bust. The Chicago Bears offensive line here. I'm going offensive line. Kelvin Banks Jr. They need offensive line help really, really bad. One of the worst offensive lines in football this season. The 49ers. It's kind of an interesting one. I do think they need some edge help. So I'm gonna have them taking James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee. That dude's a beast. My Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna have Ashton Jeanty going to 12. I just don't think the NFL values running backs as high in the top 5 and 10. I think we should either take him or a Mika Egbuka. Even if this is just a first mock. I don't think Ashton Jeanty's gonna fall to 12, but there's a chance he could. And if he could, I feel like the Cowboys could pick him. It was either between him or Mika Egbuka. Number 14. Number 13, the Miami Dolphins. They really need it. They kind of need a receiver. Tyreek Hill might be out the door soon. But they could use a safety, and I think Malachi Starks would be the perfect pick here. Number 14, the Colts really need a tight end. Give me Tyler Warren here for the Colts. Like, they really need a tight end. And I think Tyler Warren would be the perfect Colt here. The Falcons, they need some defensive help because their defense was garbage this season. Safeties could be a need here, but I'm not sure there's any other safety worth taking here. So, I'm going to take a cornerback. I'm going to take Siobhan Revel out of East Carolina. He was very, very good until he tore his ACL and was out for the season. And they need defensive help. Their defense was bad this year. Number 16, the Arizona Cardinals. They could use another receiver, and why not pair up OSU legends, Marvin Harrison Jr. and then Mika Egbuka here with a number 16 pick. Bengals at 17 need some defense here, or maybe an offensive guard, possibly. I could see. It's kind of an interesting picker, but they do need some defensive help and another edge rusher. I'm going to have them take Nick Scourton out of Texas A&M. Number 18, the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to have to take him probably an offensive tackle here, possibly, or a linebacker. And I think they'll take Jalon Walker with the number 18 pick. That dude's a beast. I think he'll go higher than number 18. But, guys, this is my first mock draft. Things will change. The Houston Texans, they need offensive line. I know it says their biggest needs are like cornerback here, defensive tackle, yada, yada, yada. But I think they need an offensive tackle or an offensive guard. I'm going to have them taking Cameron Williams out of Texas. They need offensive line help bad. For the Bucks, who will I have them taking here? Defense on... they do kind of need cornerback. I think I'll take Benjamin Morrison out of Notre Dame. I think this would be a good pick for them. For the Broncos, cornerback... No. I don't think there's any wide receivers taking here. Because their wide receivers are good. Maybe an offensive tackle. Will Campbell I would take here at 21. So Will Campbell at 21, the Steelers. I would take offense here, I guess. A receiver. I would take a chance on Trey Harris here out of Ole Miss. I thought he was one of the most underrated receivers in college football that didn't get talked about enough. So I think they should take Trey Harris here. They really need a big time playmaker at receiver. So get Trey Harris. Who's next? The LA Rams. Their team needs a quarterback, left linebacker, offensive tackle, wide receiver, and quarterback. Well, I don't know why it says quarterback. They have Matt Stafford. Receiver. There's not really anybody I would think about taking here. Offensive tackle, I would think about. I think Josh Simmons out of Ohio State would be the pick here for me. They need an offensive tackle. The Packers. I mean, I'm not sure who you would take here. Maybe Derek Harmon. Maybe defensive tackle out of Oregon. I think he's an easy first rounder to me. Chargers, this is an easy pick. Colston Loveland, Michigan player, former player under John Harbaugh, or Jim Harbaugh, excuse me. Easy pick here. The We Are Commanders. Bum 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 bum. I mean, the running backs are good. I'm not sure you'd take here. I mean, it's got to this portion of the draft where these are kind of just hit or miss players. Maybe Trey Amos out of Ole Miss. They need some defensive help, so give me to make their defense better. So give me Trey Amos for the Baltimore Ravens. Maybe Xavier Restrepo, because they need another wide receiver, and he's very, very good. The Eagles, Tyler Booker here for the Bills. I mean, maybe a Marion Hampton could be the other running back that goes in the first round. I know they have James Cook, but they could use a Marion Hampton. I know they have Ray Davis, but I think a Marion Hampton would be really, really good for Buffalo. For Minnesota, for Minnesota, I would take Caleb Johnson here. That's probably the last running back I'll have go in the first round. I have, I think 3 running backs in the first round. These are only 3 running backs I can see going first round. Caleb Johnson probably won't go first round, but I'm just kind of going bold here. Detroit, I'm not sure who to pick here. I guess maybe Xavier Watts out of Notre Dame. I could see him being a first rounder, and those Chiefs. Harold Fannin? No, they are Travis Kelce. I think, who will they take here? I'll take Nick Emmanuel out of South Carolina. But yeah, that is my my mock draft, ladies and gentlemen, for my first one. So yeah, that's all I'll say. Peace.